right, Olivia.
My great-great-grandfather was born in 1900 on a farm in Torino, Italy, where he lived in an old brick house in the beautiful Italian countryside. I'm here today to tell you all about one of the earliest stories that I know of my ancestors on my dad's side of the family. In listening to this, I hope you guys can all find the desire to learn a little bit more about your ancestors and seek deeper insight into your own family trees. I always assumed I had a great-great-grandfather, but I didn't even know his name. So when my dad told me that he had a letter describing my entire grandfather's life, I was intrigued. I've always known where my roots originated. My mom told me that I was of German descent on her side of the family, and I was of Italian descent on my dad's side of the family. Now, despite knowing my roots, I knew nothing about my great relatives on either side of my family. So this story of my great-great-grandfather is being passed down from generation to generation in my family, even to my little cousins. The letter starts out by explaining his life before he immigrated to America. John Mario Gasaldo worked in the cement mines as a teenager, and at the young age of 18 years old, he was drafted into the Italian army. For the 3 years that he was in the army, he was stationed in Switzerland and Austria. Eventually, in 1921, he was discharged, and that's when he decided to move to America. Now, my grandpa John only got to the 3rd grade in Italy, but he had his heart set on becoming an American citizen. So he decided to learn how to read, speak, and write English all on his own. After becoming a citizen, he began to look for work. He found work in the coal mines and started a family with his wife Nellie, who he was married to for 53 years. Later on, he moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico for a new job and then eventually retired. After retiring, he built a home with a flower and vegetable garden in the backyard where he would spend a lot of the rest of his life. My great-aunt, his daughter, still lives in Albuquerque to this day. So this recount of my great-great-grandfather's life shows how my earliest ancestors lived all the way across the globe in Torino, Italy. I was never as close to my dad's side of the family compared to my mom's, so getting to learn about my dad's side of the family has helped me build a stronger connection to my relatives.